What's up, guys? Welcome to Tunnel Vision Radio, episode number 1. My name is Kumotaru.
And I'm Brineri.
And this week, or this show, I guess, since this won't be a weekly show, we're going to talk about a bunch of random Final Fantasy and PAX stuff, even though Brineri didn't go to PAX, because he sucks. And he's going to stay quiet this whole show. It's all me, man.
You didn't start it off.
Huh?
You gotta start it, man.
It's starting right now. We're going to keep going. Yeah. So, Final Fantasy XIV came out about a week ago, and everybody knows that the servers sucked.
They weren't as bad as everybody said they were. Like,
yeah, you were logged on the whole time.
I got on because I kept trying to get on. Everybody that complained about it, they tried to get on like twice, and they couldn't, so they stopped and cried about it.
On the forums, and on Twitter, and on Facebook.
Or go to Lodestone, look at the history, and it's just like 5 posts about, usually containing 4 to 5 cuss words in every title.
Yeah, my favorite was there was a post that they put up, the official Final Fantasy Twitter. They're like, hey, look at this cosplay white mage here at PAX. Come and check us out here at our booth or whatever. And somebody goes, how about you stop having fun at PAX and start fixing the servers?
I even saw, after Yoshi had his big speech or whatever, and I guess he started crying, I saw a post. The guy was totally bashed him for it. He it was horrible. He was calling him all bunch of stuff, telling him to stop crying, stop being a little girl, and just continued to bitch about the servers. It's like ruthless.
That sucks. That doesn't make sense to me, because it's not like Yoshida's gonna go and fix the servers himself.
Yeah.
He must be a really good mechanic and game designer and technician and programmer and PR person.
He does it all.
And he's a white mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was a lot of negativity. I wasn't really happy with that. I really didn't want to check my Twitter for a long time. Just people were complaining. I think the only good thing that came out of that was the error codes. Because
all the new sayings now.
Yeah, the football one is definitely my favorite. 10-17, 3102, 90K. Hut.
The Meteor Survivor 3102 shirts. 3102.
Did they make shirts out of that?
I don't know if anybody made a shirt. I'm sure somebody did, but on some forums, I see their little signature. It's the 3102 Survivor picture.
That's not good. Yeah, well, good thing we support the game, I guess. I guess. So, game's out. They fixed the servers this week. It's been going pretty smooth since, Tuesday? Wednesday. They fixed the servers. They added more room for characters and for consecutive logins. I saw a post the other day, maybe it was this morning, that they had over 300K concurrent logins. Wow. That's a pretty good chunk of people.
Oh, yeah,
especially,
that's not even covering all the time zones, so it's probably not even as much.
Yeah, I don't know if that's both NA and JP servers. But I mean, Square Enix only needs 400K subscribers to make a profit. And if they have 300K logged in at the same time, they have to have sold.
They're probably good.
At least 1 million copies. I don't know how many they sold so far.
I haven't heard if they allowed digital purchase yet.
Oh yeah, for the PlayStation version?
For anything. They stopped allowing people to buy the game online so they could fix servers. I didn't hear of them releasing it back, but I'm sure they did.
I'll have to check on that. So yeah, the game's been going good. Finally have time to play. Have time to log on.
I never have time.
And you're on leave. Yeah. What's your white mage got 50? What's your second highest job?
It's only 26.
Only 26. But a lot of people aren't even at 26 yet.
It's because they're bad.
Oh, right. I forgot you're the best. Yeah, apparently Brineri is going to be the new Primal in patch 2.1.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I just got off the phone with Yoshi about that one.
Oh, yeah?
I had to help him design the cutscene, all the stuff I wanted to show up.
You're a liar.
Nope.
Yeah? What kind of Primal are you going to be?
What does that mean? I am the Primal.
Element.
Brineri.
Oh, that's an element now. I don't think I have any Brineri resistant gear.
Yeah, that's why I'm so hard. It's not going to be easy.
Apparently killing Brineri will unlock the ninja job.
Yeah, my Chocobo's going to make an appearance in there. It's going to be a big ad.
What's the name of your Chocobo?
Spontidiki.
Brineri and Spontidiki in patch 2.1. Please look forward to it.
Confirmed.
So, what are your thoughts on the Duty Finder? How has that been going since they fixed the servers?
As far as technical, it's been fine. Like, since I'm a healer, I don't really experience any of the downtime. The maximum downtime at 50 would be like 15 minutes for primal fights. It's been quite a while since I did a dungeon on DPS, so I wouldn't know how long it takes now since they did their...
For me, it's like at least 20 to 30 minutes to sit in queue.
I know they did battle groups, so you're no longer searching through all the servers. That helps, like, the problems with it, but I'm not sure if that created more downtime for certain people or not. It really depends on that battle group's peak time, I guess. But
yeah, because I was looking for a dungeon this morning, and I sat in the Duty Finder for quite a while.
Mid-level, high-level, if I want to do a dungeon, it'll take me like 5-10 minutes. Tanks, I know they still instant queue, no matter what, really. And
might have to reroll Marauder.
The issues I was getting before, I would either, as soon as I would get into a dungeon, I would DC, or when I was leaving. So they fixed all that. There's pretty much no more server issues all around.
Well, that's good. How about your group competency? How well do they perform?
It really depends on the level.
Most of my groups have been pretty terrible. I haven't been as lucky to find good players.
I've noticed the Duty Finder, I mean, obviously if you party with people on your own server, that's what I was doing my dungeon speedruns with, was people on this server, not so much Duty Finder, because we're still going through people that came from other games, or people that haven't played any online games. And somehow they get to 40 and above since there's more solo content. I guess they're just skipping the story. They're just like showing up at high level dungeons and they don't know what the hell's going on. So it's hard to play with them.
Do you think maybe the reason you're getting good people on our server versus in the Duty Finder is because we're on a legacy server? I hate to bring up the legacy conversation, but I feel like most of the people that are new to the game aren't on legacy servers because it's intimidating, or they haven't played MMOs before, and they're on other servers. So when you do Duty Finder, we get matched up with them, and
yeah,
we have horrible
the
times.
speed runs I did yesterday, I'm pretty sure the other 3 people I played with, they were all Legacy, and I was the only one not. And they were great. Even if their class changed like drastically between version 1.0 and 2, they still know how the game works, and they obviously have a concept of a party role. It's easier to play with even if they've never done the dungeon, or even if they're just leveling that class. They have the idea of what you have to do.
Yeah, I feel like the people who play like free-to-play MMOs or console games, and they haven't really played like a subscription-based MMO, more than likely those free-to-play MMOs encourage more solo play. I know like Guild Wars 2, there aren't really any dedicated healer classes. Everybody has their own self-heal, so they're used to just going, and they can handle themselves. But in Final Fantasy, it's definitely like a party situation almost all the time where your tank has to be tanking and your healer needs to not DPS and get hit by ads. So maybe it's those new people that haven't quite realized how to correctly... I'm making so many hand motions right now, it's ridiculous. They can't even realize, or they don't realize that party synergy, you know?
Yeah. I don't have...
You busy over there?
No, I forgot what I was about to say.
You're not doing any fates or anything right now?
I'm doing some hunting logs, but it's not my issue right now. But people... I don't mind the people that come from other certain games, but as you said, it's more of the free-to-play style. Like, people that come from WoW, they still know how to party. Like, the party is a little different. The jobs are a little different, but they still know how to do their main role. But,
right.
like, some people...
We came from WoW.
Yeah, some people, especially at low levels, they'll run into a dungeon. The tank will pull everything, I'll sleep everything except one mob, but you'll have people just tab target, changing targets, hitting everything. Like, they just assume that everything's fine. Like,
I thought Blizzard 2 was the best spell in the game.
Blizzard 2. It's pretty
Blizzard
good
2.
for Fates. You just want to build EXP, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's Copperbelt Mines. I haven't found too much of a use for that.
Yeah, I was in Hawk Manor this morning. I was talking to you about this earlier. I went in there, and my tank, I'm pretty sure he's never played an MMO before. He told me that he had been in the dungeon before, and we passed 2 rooms with keys in them, and I had to pull back every time. I was like, hey, there's a key over here. Hey, there's a key over here. Hello? And then finally, he was like, oh, I'm daydreaming, sorry. And we went back and got the keys because we ended up at the locked door. And then we went into the first boss room, and we were fighting for like maybe 10, 15 seconds, and I don't know why, but he decided it was the perfect time to limit break. So, it was a really long fight because our other DPS wasn't doing anything but casting Blizzard 2 the whole time. And I was sitting there on my monk trying to DPS, and the Conjurer's casting Stone the whole time. Stone 1 and Stone 2, I don't know why. And it was a miserable experience. And then the healer left, so I had to leave too.
You don't have to leave. They added a...
Well, he DC'd. He didn't leave the party, so we sat there for a while and nothing happened.
Yeah.
What did they add, though?
Even though, like, if somebody leaves, if you wait a second, they'll eventually give you the option to fill your party.
I think I was just impatient.
Probably why you had that couple hours worth of waiting.
Yeah, that was stupid. My duty finder, it said I had to wait 15 minutes before I get into the duty finder again. I hadn't logged off since 8 o'clock this morning, and it didn't let me join a new dungeon until 3 o'clock today. So 15 minutes versus 8 hours? That doesn't make any sense. Not 8 hours. I don't know. It was a long time. I wasn't very happy.
I don't know. I feel like even though they're trying to base the duty finder around more being nice to each other and helping each other, they need to add a kick button for certain people. Like I
think it's coming.
Yeah, they just need a vote to kick, because sometimes you just have that dude that's just, he doesn't care. You try to help him, and he'll just become a jackass, and then he won't leave because he just wants to mess with you at that point, and you can't do anything about it. Like, you need a vote to kick button for something. But also, once you put that in, then you'll have intolerant people who be like, "Oh, this guy sucks, kick him." So it's really hard.
They'll have to have some restrictions.
It's really hard to balance out how to put that kind of system into the game, because you'll just have people never learning content because nobody wants to help them through it. But also you'll have people who are just ruining it for everybody.
I feel like there might be a couple legacy players that'll be like that.
Yeah, like even I did a Wanderer's Palace yesterday. Queued with one of the guys from the Link Show. He knows, like, he's good. He knows how to play. He never did Wanderer's Palace. They told him to do something in the last boss, and, like, we messed up, and he died. The tank was just like, "Hey, Dragoon, you're going to do it since he can't," and he pulled again. It's like, he didn't even try.
Okay.
He didn't even try to explain it. He's just like, "Oh, he can't do it. You're going to do it."
I guess it's better than that guy that did the fight explanations in four words at a time.
Yeah, it's like 4 words out of a couple. It was like 200-word explanation. Hit enter after every 3 or 4 words. But that was annoying, but I didn't have a problem with it because it was really good anyway.
Yeah, as long as you get the content done, I guess.
Yeah. I already knew the fight, so I didn't have to read all that ridiculous text.
Yeah.
If I didn't know it, then I would have probably got a little aggravated.
Well, you should have researched the fights, man. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I gotta go on YouTube and watch somebody do a whole hour dungeon so I know how to do it.
You don't have the Prima strategy guide?
Got the Brady games.
Brady Games. I think there actually is a strategy guide.
I gotta get it. I haven't
Might be
heard that.
JP only.
I hate strategy guides for online games, because at the end of Final Fantasy XI, I had been playing for like 4.5 years. My guide had, like, it had up to 75, but it was completely irrelevant. Like, all the spells had been changed, all the job abilities. I don't know why they bother. I don't know people that even use those strategy guides.
Well, you know what might be cool? They have the Lodestone mobile app.
Yeah.
I was thinking...
Look forward to that.
Please look forward to it. It'd be really cool if they made it so you can, like, purchase a strategy guide. Maybe not even purchase, just have it for free. But in, like, a PDF or ebook file. Because a lot of people have iPads or phones that have huge screens. They can look at this. And if content changes like it did in 11 for you, just have the app update itself for the spells change. That'd be a really cool idea.
Yeah,
I should work for Square Enix.
Should right now.
All right, see you.
I heard about the app. I don't remember what he said. He said something about it's going to come to the droids and stuff. I think it's available for iPhone.
Is it? I know the mobile site works. You can look it up on your internet browser on your phone, and they'll have a different version of it. But I think they have the armory, the whole item database and stuff. All that's coming out soon. So
Yeah.
Please look forward to it.
Oh, what was the directors? Whatever that thing I woke up at 3 in the morning to watch for a few hours.
Oh, the letter from the producer live.
Yeah, he talked about that. I'm pretty sure on that the one that we watched. It looks like it's gonna be really cool. It's gonna have like pretty much everything you need, everything you'll need to know.
I hope they do another one soon because it'll probably have a lot of detail about the next couple patches.
Yeah.
Even though it'll be at 5 in the morning. Oh, I was really tired after watching that one.
Japanese time is the only time. Look at that.
The only time that matters is JP time.
Because we're all there. Don't really have a problem waking up that early as long as it tells me something good.
As long as they announce Brineri as the next Primal.
Yeah, as long as they finally tell me when they're going to put me in the game.
I don't think that's going to happen, man.
I think it will.
Yeah?
If I spam shout long enough, the game masters will hear me and they'll send it up the chain.
No, that's not how that works. I want to be a Primal. Just copy paste it for an hour.
And once I get zoned into a GM jail, that's when I get them. That's when I talk to them.
That's when you get them. Oh. Good luck with that. I don't want to go to GM jail.
I'm pretty good. I can solo Demon Wall. I've already done that.
You soloed Demon Wall?
Yeah, man, it's easy. All you gotta do is cast Holy, and apparently Demon Wall mechanics just stop.
So you soloed Demon Wall. That's not fair. I want to do it.
Oh,
not a white mage, though.
My whole party decided to die. The black mage is like, oh, we're wiping. Leaped off the side. I ran up to the Demon Wall, expecting to die, obviously. I was just like, well, whatever, I'm going to die. Casted Holy, stood there for a second and waited for the poison to pop up so I could die. Just never did. So I sat there, casted Dots, and Stone 2 on it for 80% of its health, while my whole party stood outside the room and watched me do it.
Swag.
Yeah. And then it dropped two
free loot.
It dropped 2 pieces of gear that I already had.
Oh, well, that wasn't even worth it.
We didn't even.
Was there a boss? Could the black mage take it?
I don't know. It was healer stuff. Like he shouldn't be.
Oh. Don't wear that. Well, awesome. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV has been pretty fun so far. I'm only at 38 on my monk. So, but Brineri and I both are on the Excalibur Legacy server, and you're more than welcome to hit us up. We'll have some notes in the show description with our full name and server information. So you can. You're gonna put your phone number on there?
Want to text me? Want to call me? Want to chat?
I think you need some friends.
Nah. That's what my chocobo is for.
Spontidiki. Oh, all right. Well, so both of us, Brineri and I both, have been longtime MMO players. He played Final Fantasy XI. And we both played World of Warcraft together for a couple of years. And one of my favorite podcasts from World of Warcraft was Octail and Hordak versus the World. Slash salute to those guys. They don't do podcasts anymore. I don't really know what they're up to, but it was a great show. And they had a segment called Slash Salute and Slash Spit. And we're going to kind of do that today because I think there's some things that should be slash saluted to and a couple of things to be slash spitted at. Do you have any slash salutes or slash spits for us, Brineri?
You need to get back to me on that in a couple of seconds when I remember what I was going to say.
Uh-huh. Good job. You already forgot what you were going to say. Professional. All right. Are you ready, or are you still farming your hunting log?
I remember. It's reminded me of my white mage shield. It's all the leopard print gear in the game. We got to get a slash spit on that. It doesn't even
No.
Yeah.
No. You don't like the leopard print?
I don't even know. Like, my shield is called Eagle Crested something, I don't know. And on the inside of it is leopard. And yesterday, doing my dungeons, guy got some new boots. Like, they were called, like, Hoplite something. Nothing to do with leopard at all. And they were just leopard prints. Like, the Subligar from Brave Flocks, all leopard print. Like, what the hell?
Maybe Yoshida has a thing for leopard print.
Unless he meant it to be coral print, and we all just assumed that it's not. But I don't know where that whole idea came from. It's hard to match the gear when a random piece looks like leopard print.
I don't think anything matches leopard print.
Except leopard print.
But then if you have full leopard print gear, then you're going to look like a leopard. And the only way you can pull that off is that they let you get down on all fours and run across Eorzea. But that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Or you can camouflage with your coral mount.
I guess.
Maybe that's the end goal. Like, you get an achievement if you have all leopard print gear and you ride your coral. Across every zone.
Across every zone backwards.
Yes. Alright. Let's see. I want to give another... No, I'm gonna give a slash spit. We're gonna go off of what you were saying. Slash spit to Subligars. I don't know if Square Enix was trying to, like, chop at our manhood or our pride. But what? I don't want to wear a bikini. I'm a little Lalafell, cute. I look like a baby.
There were a lot of Subligars in 11, but it was always where you expected it, like the low level. It wasn't really an important piece of gear. There were like a couple in the 60s, maybe one or two that was like in-game gear that was good. But there's like way more things you could wear. Like, I've noticed it's mainly in the lower dungeons here, but it's like a lot of them. A lot of lower level dungeons will drop Subligars that you don't want to wear it, but it's like the best thing you can get.
Yeah, that's always the worst. It's like, man, this piece is so good, but I look retarded.
And I think I had something that looked like a Subligar once, but then I found a robe that covered my legs, so it didn't really matter.
I thought you said you had a hat that looked like a Subligar.
A hat?
You had a diaper on your head.
I gotta get a Subligar and a Sugarloaf hat.
Oh, the Sugarloaf hat's my favorite. It's a good hat.
That's not good.
No? Alright. What else we got?
Got salute to sunscreen.
What?
Sunscreen, man. I've got red hair. You can't go wrong with sunscreen. Even though I don't really go outside, as I have to play Final Fantasy. But when I do, gotta get some of that.
Thanks for the advertisement.
I don't really know.
Make sure you get sunscreen.
I don't really know any sunscreen brands off the top of my head. Banana Boat, I guess that's a good one.
We're not endorsing anybody here.
Maybe they'll pay me for saying that. I don't know.
Let's see. Slash salute to the Broncos last night. It has nothing to do with Final Fantasy. They crushed the Ravens in the second half. I don't know if you watch football.
I don't know anything about football.
You don't know? Oh, all right. Well, you went to the Orange Bowl with me, and that was depressing.
We lost. At least we got.
We don't talk about that anymore.
At least we went to Miami.
We did go to Miami, and the beach was super cold.
There were still people there.
I wasn't getting in that water, though.
Yeah.
It's like 50 degrees outside. Nope.
Miami Beach is not fun in the winter.
Yeah, well, next time we go, we'll have to go during the summer.
I don't even know when summer is anymore.
It's usually between, like, June and August. I think.
You missed it already, man.
Oh, it's September. Never mind. We'll go next year. All right. So, enough of /salute/spit. I don't think there's anything else worth spitting on. This past weekend, I went to PAX. And PAX was a ton of fun. I wish I got to stay the whole time. I only went Friday and Saturday. I got lots of free swag. I got lots of paid-for swag. Got to meet a bunch of developers. Shout out to the Riot guys and to the Final Fantasy XIV team. It was fun meeting Yoshi P. He wasn't as much of a chatterbox as I thought he would. Soken, definitely, the sound director, he sang for us. It was weird. He sang the Titan theme.
Really?
Yeah, like really, really loud into his microphone.
Did you get to talk to him one-on-one at all, or like off to the side?
Just a little bit off to the side. Rubicon, he's on Sequence Break Radio and Sequence Break Final Fantasy XIV. He got to crown Soken with a Burger King crown.
No way.
Because on his Twitter, he always posting food and stuff, and one time he was like talking about burgers, and he was just obsessed with burgers for like a week. So Rubicon got him a Burger King crown and put it on his head. It was fantastic. Soken was so excited.
Wow. I didn't know that.
What else? Oh, I was going to say something else too. I don't even remember. I don't know. Sogen was fun. Yoshida was fun. We met Foxconn. He's in the live letter from the producers.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the community managers and PR people. It was a lot of fun. I didn't win Titan. I was pretty pissed at that. Because we had a lady there that didn't know how to play.
I'm surprised they let... I mean, I know they would let people play for the whole fun of it, but...
We couldn't choose. Like, we had 5 people, and we had to pick 3 random people.
Yeah.
And so those 3 random people were kind of, not so good.
Derpy.
They were quite derpy. The lady sitting next to me had her map open the whole time, so...
It's a big battleground. You need your map.
Yeah, that circle, you gotta navigate. Gotta know when the edges fall off.
Yeah.
Before and after picture.
She would be the only person that knows if the map changes during the fight.
I wish I had a mind like hers. So I was going to tell you about, at PAX, I went to the Sony Entertainment booth. Apparently there's this MMO coming out called Dragon's Prophet. Okay? And it's a free-to-play MMO. Sony Entertainment always has free-to-play stuff. I went over to the booth, and there was nobody over there.
Yeah.
I don't really know what was going on, but apparently they were not the highlight of the show. And I started talking to one of the developers, and he was kind of running me through the demo. And off to the side, about 400 people had started running because Logitech was doing a giveaway. And they were like running across the convention hall. I had no idea what was going on. Everybody stopped and looked. One of the announcers at another booth was like, "Why is everybody running?" And someone was like, "Free giveaway." So that kind of rushed me to finish up what I was doing at the Sony booth. But Dragon's Prophets is free-to-play fantasy MMO. I have a card right here. It says that lets players capture, train, ride, and fight hundreds of unique dragons. So it's an action-oriented... Don't say ooh. It wasn't even like... It was an action-oriented MMO, kind of like Terra. So I was talking to this developer, and I didn't do this on purpose, but I realized it after, that I was probably the worst person that he talked to at the convention. Because he was explaining the stuff to me, and he was saying, we designed the game to be you can do things solo mostly, but we encourage party play too. And you have self-healing abilities. You have dragons that help you heal. And I was like, oh, like Guild Wars. And he's like, yeah, but we have some other cool things too. We have this. The gameplay is all action oriented. And I said, oh, kind of like Terra. I didn't realize what I was doing. But I was basically shutting down his MMO, comparing it to every other one that's out right now. And he was like, okay, so you can, there's a whole community server-wide thing where you get to do guild versus guild. And I was like, oh, that's in Guild Wars too. Like guild versus guild. There's this whole social structure. And, I mean, all that stuff's in Terra. I said something about Warcraft somewhere. I said something about Rift. For the rifts popping up, I guess Fates go in the same category too. I was running this guy for his money, and he was like, okay, well, let me show you the dragons. And I was like trying to figure out how to pull out the dragon, and I was like, oh, it looks like a hunter pet.
No.
And I started running around with it. You can ride it, you can fly it. It flies really, really slow, except for when you use an ability, and it gives it like a speed boost for 10 seconds, and then you go back to running slow. So I didn't really understand the point.
Oh, you can fly like an Aeon.
I thought about it. But there's still walls in the zones, kind of like in 14, so I don't know why flying was a great idea if you can't fly from the zones.
In the sky?
You can't zone in the sky, and there's a ceiling, a pretty low ceiling too, so you couldn't like look over mountains and stuff. So I was flying this dragon, and he was like, oh, you can tame dragons too. Why don't you come over here? There's a dragon right here. And the dragon the NPC had dragon in its name, but it looked like a salamander. Yeah. And he was like, oh, it's an elite. You might have trouble killing it. And I was like, I think I got it. So I ran over to it, and I started fighting it. And I looked at my gear while I was fighting it. I was like, okay, well, I have all pretty decent gear. I have green gear, or blue gear is all dungeon and quest gear. And he was like, oh, yeah, we buffed up the character that you play, too, so that people at the convention won't have a hard time playing it. I was like, okay, that's realistic. And so I was fighting this dragon. He's like, okay, when it gets low, I want you to press this button here, and you can start to tame it. I was like, cool, okay, this is a dragon that you can tame, because it's got dragon in its name. So I get it down to a half its health. I click the ability. Nothing happens. It says, unable to use that command yet. I was like, all right, well, I'll keep hitting it. I get it down. He's like, man, you're doing good. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good. I play a lot of MMOs. And then I got it down to like 1/4. I click it again, nothing. Got it down to like even lower than that. I click it again. It says, this monster cannot be tamed. And I looked at him. I was like, it has dragon in its name. Why can't I? Because that's the key thing about the game, is that you can tame these dragons. And I couldn't tame the dragon that was in front of me. Apparently, there's some type of mechanic to where the ones that you can tame, you get on its back and you like wrangling it, and you have to keep the cursor in the center, or use W, A, S, and D, or the arrow keys or something. Yeah. And you have to keep this like ball in the center to capture it. And when you do, you get it as one of your minions, and you can swap between dragons and stuff. And I got a free code for a dragon that I'm never going to use. Only available at PAX, so maybe I'll do that as a giveaway on Twitter or something. If anybody wants to play Dragon's Prophet. And then he told me that I could get free access to the beta. And I was like, no thanks. I'm going to go check out this Logitech giveaway. Which the line was too long for by the time that I got in it, so.
I also heard...
So that was my encounter with Sony.
There was another game, somebody in the links mentioned yesterday. They got a code. What is it? What's that online game everybody's fucking going crazy about? The Xbox Elder Scrolls.
I got into the beta for Friday or for today as well. Yeah.
Just today.
Yep.
So I guess
not going to do it.
They're trying to push out more online games. I guess I didn't know so many games were being worked on.
Yeah, there's a lot of MMOs coming out. I think Elder Scrolls will probably do really well because they're going to get a lot of console people that like Skyrim.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Me neither. I'm not going to play it. I mean, I got the beta invite. It's only for today, though. They just want to stress test the server. They're not doing anything about fixing content or anything like that. So I don't really want to see it. I'll just watch a video or something.
Yeah,
Thing, right?
I heard about it. I know a lot of people were excited, but Elder Scrolls is just not my kind of game. Skyrim, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy only.
Best game in A, JP, AU,
Confirmed.
KR. What else did I forget? What's China? I don't even know China's abbreviation.
I heard they have their own version of this game.
Do they? I didn't even know there was one out yet.
Somebody was talking about it in the leak show. They said that they have the rights to use it. They obviously don't share any servers. They have it's kind of like their own local, not really local, but whatever.
Warcraft does the same thing.
Yeah, China only.
China only. Well, I wouldn't play on that server anyways because I don't speak Chinese.
Maybe they sell guilds to each other. I don't know.
I'll trade you 1 million gil for 2 million gil. Fast delivery.
See, maybe the point of the game is to see who can spam the most.
Oh, I can't imagine the chat logs. Yeah. Have you gotten any gold spam in 14?
What's that?
Have you gotten any gold spam in 14?
Yeah, I'll be standing at I've got like 4 or 5 people on my blacklist because they're ruthless when they spam and shout. Like, they literally just keep doing it, 1 second apart between shouts.
I turned off my shout chat. I don't want to see it.
Can't do that, man. Too many.
I went to Corthus and they were just yelling at each other about. What were they yelling at each other about? Something about the difference between DD and DPS.
How is that even?
Someone said
the same thing?
Someone said, yeah. Someone said, "Oh, DD just sounds stupid and gay, so I'm not going to use it."
That's what.
That didn't make any sense.
That was the terminology in Final Fantasy XI for a damage dealer.
It makes more sense. I mean, you're not a damage per second class. You're a damage dealing class.
Yeah. You do
damage per second. I am damage per second.
I am. I just stand here and do damage. I don't have to be doing anything.
I just channel one ability, and all of my abilities work at the same time. Oh, man.
I've heard some pretty ridiculous arguments yesterday when I was leveling everything to level 5.
You leveled everything to level 5.
Yeah, I did that yesterday. Everything. Just because
Congrats.
I didn't want to. I didn't.
Great accomplishment.
Be level 1, so now everything's level 5.
Proud of you.
Thanks, man. But there's a problem I have. Certain people that came from 11, they understand more about if you die, it is not someone else's responsibility to come find and raise you.
Oh.
If you want to ask for help, that's fine. If you're going to spam chat looking for a raise, that's fine. But if you're going to start getting mad because nobody's responding, that's not okay. There's an option to go back to your home point. You can set your home point anywhere, and you can teleport anywhere for a small amount of money. And there was a huge argument in whatever shroud I was in. The dude got mad because no one was coming to raise him. And then...
Yeah, if you're in Shroud, you can just walk from Gridania.
Yeah, he got angry, and then someone was talking to him about it. Somebody asked where he was, and then someone told him, they weren't being mean. They were just, giving him advice, not to be spamming and crap and get angry. And then he, started bitching at everyone. This dude is shouting for a raise. He's looking for help. And then he starts bitching everyone out. It's I don't understand.
Oh, never mind.
I don't understand where you come from. Yeah, I was even thinking about changing my class to White Mage and going to get him. I was like, nope, never mind.
Yeah. Server reputation on Final Fantasy is so much more important than other MMOs. I love it.
Yeah. It's really hard. A lot of people from 11, you would know that from 11 because it was more of a smaller community towards the end of the game. Well, the game's not over, but it's dwindling down still. A lot of the, like, WoW and stuff, certain people, they don't really care what everybody thinks. But then you mesh all the people together, like certain people that care about courtesy and the people that don't. It's hard to mingle because they like piss you off, but then you don't want to say anything stupid. It's hard to help everybody and then stay liked at the same time.
I can definitely think of some people in Warcraft that I remember, like their names, because they gave themselves a bad server reputation, but they ended up leaving the server.
Yeah.
Like G Daddy Perps. Cough, cough. Oh, there was a couple others too. Let's not slander anybody. Didn't we already agree not to slander anybody?
Sure, everyone.
Oh. Well, let's just go down the list then.
This guy. I don't really remember anybody's names.
I still remember him. I'm not going to mention him. I'll talk to you about it later.
What were we originally talking? We were still talking about PAX, I think.
We were talking about PAX. What else happened at PAX? I got to see Yoshida sleeping.
That's creepy.
Nobody should really know that. But yeah. What else? I went to some League of Legends stuff. I went to a League panel. I got to see the announcement of the Sivir skin rework, or champion rework, I guess. She looks a lot better. She doesn't look like she has bow-legged legs. She runs really funny. I got to meet a bunch of the Riot developers. That was cool. Although, I'm pretty tired of League right now, to be honest. I'm ready for Season 4, I guess. Or for whenever Final Fantasy servers are down.
I don't mind the game, but still the biggest problem for me is the community.
That's why I like playing with friends. I don't mind playing with a bunch of friends.
It's so hard to play with random people because it's just like the whole team aspect is not there. It's like, hey, I'm better than you. It's like, hey, we're on the same team. It's like,
but I have more CS than you. I'm doing better.
Like, we kind of both need to do good to win, but you obviously don't care.
Yeah. There's some great things about League, and there's some not so great things about League. AFKers especially are in that not so great category.
Yeah.
That's been a big problem. I think they actually, in the newest patch, they're reducing the timer on AFK. I don't even know what that means, but like, I guess for RP or IP bonuses, if you're gonna leave early,
yeah,
it's only like if you sit still for like 3 minutes now or something. It used to be like 12 before they would disconnect you.
Yeah.
And then I guess Riot realized it doesn't take 12 minutes to pee.
I mean,
so
if they went AFK, like not right away, but later, the game would still end and they would get their bonus.
Yeah, they'd only have to play for a couple minutes. And then their team would usually surrender at 20, so that sucks.
I really hate that because you pretty much, not always, but if you have somebody AFK on your team, you're pretty much guaranteed a loss.
It's great when the enemy has somebody AFK.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Free wins. Especially in ranked.
I've never had that happen.
I've only had it happen once, and we almost lost.
Ranked anyway.
Ranked is a whole other atmosphere. I'm sitting here playing with my League. I got some bracelets. Those little rubber bracelets. The ones that started with Get Strong or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Now they have all... I got a couple ones. I got an 80 carry one and a jungle one. And then I met some guys from Surrender at 20. They're really cool, and they gave me one too. It says surrender at 20.net. Looks like I got some lanyards. to hold my keys.
I wish I could have. I might have been able to go if we knew about it sooner. Or, like, that we knew that one of us was going to go sooner.
Yeah. You probably could have taken leave, yeah.
But I was in Colorado. But that's why I would have had to know earlier.
Oh, yeah, true. Well, there's always next year. You don't want to go to Boston. That's far. PAX East in Boston. Apparently, the Seattle one's better.
Is it always in the same place?
It's either in Boston. PAX East is in Boston, and then PAX Prime is in Seattle. So, we'll just have to wait till next year. Or we can go to E3 or Comic-Con. All those are in California, so it'll be fun. Do another meetup with cool people.
Yeah. I've never really been to any of those events. I know there was I don't remember when Comic-Con was. I can't remember.
It was like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Like, somebody told me they sold out of tickets within, like, first 30 seconds.
It's like that for BlizzCon, too.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds, man.
You gotta press refresh fast. But they have it so if you open that page within 30 seconds or whatever before they're sold out, it saves you that ticket until you complete the form. You don't have to rush to complete the form in 30 seconds.
Nice.
Because otherwise that'd be ridiculously fast.
You mess up all your information, you don't get your ticket anyway.
Just mess it up and then press submit and then go back and change your information later. 123 Candy Street.
Whatever's easiest. That's where I live.
Wherever's easiest, California. I want to live there. Wherever's easiest. On 123 Candy Street.
Yeah, a great place to be.
Zip code 11111.
I always forget zip codes, so it's got to be easy. Just one.
We're the first zip code. Man, how long have we been talking? We've been talking for a pretty good while now.
I don't know. I think we started on like level 7, now I'm level 11.
I'm talking about time frame. I can't measure how long it takes you. What are you leveling?
Marauder.
Boring. Not really. You got that Ifrit axe.
Yeah, in 39 levels I can use it.
Good luck. Awesome. Well, PAX was a blast. There's a bunch of other stories I haven't even mentioned yet. Final Fantasy XIV is going awesome. Is there anything else you want to add?
I think I pretty much talked about everything I planned on talking about. Not really doing anything by leveling Marauder, so nothing's really come up.
I dropped my sandwich because I thought I was going to get a pentakill.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
No, the best, my favorite was when you were sitting on your bed playing WoW, and you dropped the popcorn between your bed and your...
Oh, my God. I remember that.
What happened again?
The bag... I didn't drop the bag. It turned over.
Got caught between your dresser and your bed?
Yeah, it was gonna fall. But when it fell, it got caught. So it just got hit.
Every piece of popcorn fell out.
The open end down. It just poured everywhere.
Oh.
That was the worst day ever.
Didn't you drop a sandwich one time on your bed too?
I'm pretty sure I dropped one of everything.
One of everything?
Including my computer.
Yeah. I remember I had to lug around. I never had a laptop, so I had to lug around my desktop everywhere. Oh, hey, let's meet up and play some Warcraft. All right, let me bring my entire computer. That was a pain. I'm surprised it still works. There's dents in it. The fan on the top of my computer has like this huge dent in it, and I feel like it's like scraping the fan. but it's not. It's really close.
I haven't had a desktop in a while.
On a wall.
A wall.
I think mine's ready to die soon.
If I wasn't in the military, I'd probably get a desktop, but it's just not convenient.
If anybody wants to donate to Zentitsuken to get me a new computer, you're more than welcome to. There's a donate button at the top of the screen. Oh, you just go ahead and click that, and
My name.
Anywhere between 1,000 and 3,000 would be perfect. I mean, you can donate like $1, $5, $10, $100, $3,000, but yeah, thanks. Oh, I think I'm done. Are you done?
I'm never done leveling.
With the podcast. Haha. Yes, alright, we're done. You can follow me at Twitter at Kumotaru-san. It's KUMOTARU_SAN.
At Dat Brineri, FFXI. Yes, Dat, DAT. BRINERI, FFXIV. I think I said FFXI.
You did. You said 11. It's 14.
It's XIV. My bad.
Right. Yep. And next show, since this is episode number 1, we didn't have any questions from anybody. But if you want to ask us some questions, if you want my phone number, if you want to Facebook me, Twitter password,
my character
Brineri's license plate number. You can get Brineri's license plate number if you want. You can email me at kumotarusen@gmail.com. There's no underscore between Kumotaru and San for that one. San. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. See you later. Say goodbye.
Bye.